in the headline. Our President Tinubu says he's ready to take hard decisions to move Nigeria forward. Education ministers deny stopping under 18 students from writing WAEC NECO. Nigerian Education Loan Fund disburses funds to 40 additional institutions. On foreign scene, important stands Shingatra sworn in as new Thailand Prime Minister. And business Dangote's petrol to float market from September 15th as market forces to determine the price. And entertainment, US rapper Rich Omi Kwon dies at 33. And in sports, Onyekuchi Max wins Nigerians' first gold medals at the ongoing Paralympics. Good evening and thank you for joining us for the news across the world on Diamond 887 FM Ilorin. I am Precious Afolabi. You can listen to us via website www.diamondfm.net or watch us live on Facebook at Diamond 887 FM. You can also download the app on Google Play Store, Diamond 887 FM. We bring you details of the news after this break.
We've all heard about home fires taking lives and destroying all that a family owns. These tragedies are reminders for us to double-check for fire safety. Make sure your home has properly installed and working smoke alarms. Practice a fire escape plan. Never leave cooking food unattended for long. Teach children never to hide but leave if there's a fire. Switch off all electrical appliances when not in use. In cases of fire, remember, the most important thing to do is to protect lives first.
This message is reaching you from Diamond 88.7 FM, Ilorin.
Welcome back from that short break. Now details of the news. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has said he is ready to take the hard decisions to move the nation forward. The president stated that when he met the Nigerians living in the People's Republic of China to round off his official engagement in the country, describing his visit as very good and successful. Addressing members of Nigerians and diaspora organizations in China, NIDO China, and the Nigerian community at the China World Hotel, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu emphasized his effort to strengthen cooperations in infrastructure, trade, finance, energy, green economy, and mining during his decision with President Xi Jinping, Premier Li Qiang, and his participations at the 2024 summit of the Forum on China-Africa Cooperation, FOCAC. Highlighting the impact of the investment in China's economy, President Tinubu assured Nigerians in diaspora that Nigeria's Bank of Industry is prepared to collaborate with them to leverage opportunities back home. The federal government delegations led by the Vice President Kashim Shettima visited Bauchi State to convey President Bola Tinubu's condolences to the state government and the people of Bauchi over the passing of the 15th Emir of Ningi, Yunusa Danyaya. Speaking today at the council chamber of the government house in Bauchi, Shatima expressed President Tinubu's shock and sadness upon hearing the news of the monarch's demise, describing the monarch as a unifying force who worked tirelessly to promote peace, stability, and development in Bauchi State and beyond. Shatima praised his commitments to education, healthcare, and economic development, calling him a campaign of progress and a beacon of hope for his people. In response to Bauchi's Governor Bahla Muhammad, while receiving the delegations, expressed gratitude to President Tinubu and the Vice President Kashim Shatima for the condolence visit. The Federal Ministry of Education has clarified that it has not stopped students who are not up to 18 years old from writing the WAEC Senior School Certificate Examination and the National Examinations Council NECO exams. The Minister for the State of Education, Dr. Yusuf Sununu, made the clarifications today in Abuja while fielding questions from journalists at an event to mark the 2024 International Literacy Day. Recalls that Education Minister Tahir Muhammad had on August 25th said the federal government instructed the West African Examination Council WAEC and the National Examination Council NECO not to allow underage children to write their examinations. But Sununu said that the public misconceptions and misinterpretations of what was said by the Minister of Education, Professor Tia Mama, was highly disappointing. He said that the minister was actually speaking on the 18th year entry age into the tertiary institutions as was practiced in the 6334 system of education. Now Phone has disbursed students loans to 40 additional institutions, increasing the total number of institutions benefiting from the programs to 59. This was posted today on Now Phone's social media account. These expressions present a significant step in Now Phone's dedications to enhancing access to quality educations for Nigerian students, irrespective of their financial background. The expansions marks a significant milestones in Northfront's ongoing commitments to providing access to quality education for all Nigerian students, regardless of their financial circumstances. Below are the new benefiting institutions. The Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) has provided an update on its preparations for the Edo and Ondo State governorship election. The National Commissioner and Chairman of the Information and Veta Education's Committee, IVAC, Mr. Sam Olumeko, represented by the Director of Voters Education and Publicity, Mrs. Mary Nkem, gave the update during a press briefing today in Abuja. He emphasized the media importance not only as a conveyor of information, but also a key player in the democratic process, particularly during election. He, however, called for integrity and media reportage as two of the cycle elections approach in a few weeks. He also warned journalists against reporting fake news, emphasizing that misinformation could harm the electoral process, especially in the digital age. Kwara State Governor Abdurrahman Abdurrazak has directed the deployment of the free buses to ease movement in the state amidst growing tension. This move comes after protests erupted in the state yesterday, with demonstrators expressing frustration over various issues. According to Mr. Ibrahim Salahu, the lecturer in the Department of Politics and Governance, said the protests are a testimony to the fact that there is a limit to human endurance. Dr. Salau criticized the federal government's handling of the situation, stating that President Buhari's administration fails to do its homework upon assuming office. The commentator emphasized the need for the holistic approach to address the crisis, noting that the state government is not solely responsible for the issues at hand, and pointed the national policy in petroleum pricing as a major concern, describing it as a time bomb that the government is struggling to address. Dr. Salau also expressed concern about the effectiveness of the country's security strategy, particularly in regions like Borno, where coordinations between the military and security agencies seems to be lagging, and urged for a more collaborative approach to address the growing security challenges facing the nation. The news across the world is reaching you from Diamond 887 FM Lorry. We go on break now. When we come back, we'll bring you foreign sports news. Do stay with us.
Follow us on social media, Facebook, Twitter and Instagram at Diamond 887 FM. Diamond FM, shining supreme.
Welcome back, and now we go to the foreign scene. Thailand has sworn in Pakistan Dashitantra as Prime Minister, keeping a month of political turmoil that saw our predecessors thrown out of the office on the main opposition's party dissolved. Pakistan and the daughter of the former Prime Minister, Thaksin Shinawatra, took the oath today in a closed-door ceremony with King Maha Vijayashankarka officially becoming Thailand's youngest prime minister. The 38-year-old leader was later seen greeting reporters before entering an official vehicle and leaving Government House. The king congratulated her new cabinet, saying in a speech broadcast on television news today that she trusts that our cabinet members will perform the duty well excellently. Our 36 members cabinet include 8 women, which is a record for Thailand. And still on the foreign scene, a 14-year-old boy called Gray has faced court for the first time, charged with murdering 2 classmates and 2 teachers in a gun attack at the Georgia High School. Cole Gray, a pupil at the school, was arrested shortly after the shooting on Wednesday at Hapalche High School in Winder near Atlanta. It was charged with 4 counts of first-degree murder and with the tied as an adult, and appear in court in person. During today's brief preliminary hearings, Judge Curtis Magledoff told the 14-year-old suspect that, if convicted, his alleged crime were punishable by death or life imprisonment without pardon. Georgia is one of the U.S. states that still carry out capital punishment. His father, Colin Gray, 54, was also arrested and charged with involuntary manslaughter, second-degree murder, and forgery to children. Officials have accused that the father of which is allowing his son to possess a weapon and are investigating whether he gave him the AR-15 style rifle used in the shooting. And now moving on to the business scene.
Diamond FM Business News.
the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited (NNPCL) has said premium motor spirit from the Dangote refinery will begin to flood the market from September 15, 2024. The company has revealed this in a statement signed by its Chief Corporate Communications Officer Olufemi Suneye in Abuja. Said prices of product will be determined by market forces. The development following the commencement of the petrol refining by the Dangote refineries earlier in this week. Suneye said the downstream sector had been fully deregulated and the company will no longer fix prices as arguments puts to rest speculations that NNPCL will continue to fix prices despite the announcement that the downstream sector had been deregulated. The speculations was also fueled by reports that NNPCL will be the sole lighter of petrol from the Dangote refinery. And now to the entertainment news.
Diamond FM Entertainment News.
Atlanta rapper Decante Lamar Peter, known as professionally as Rich Omi Khan, has passed away at the age of 33. The Fulton County Medical Examiner confirms the news, stating that the Khan's death was reported by Grandee Memorial Hospital. The course and manner of his passing remains undermined, and as the autopsy is set to be conducted later today. Khan's brought onto the hip-hop scene in 2013 with his debut single Type of Way, which peaked at the number 12 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart. It was part of the new generations of rapper known for their intense emotions and passions in the music scene. Khan collaborated with top artists such as Gucci Mane, 2 Chainz, and Young Thugs, and was considered a rising star in the industry. And now moving on to the sports and scene.
Diamond FM Sports News.
Nigerian Onyechi Mac has made history at the Paris 2024 Olympic Games by breaking the Paralympics records in the women's 61 kilograms powerlifting category with a lift of 147 kg. Max performs surpass the previous records held by fellow Nigerian Lucy Ejike, making an iconic achievement for Team Nigeria. With one lift remaining, Onyechi Max has all but guaranteed Nigerian first gold medal of the Games. Our closest rival is attempting 138 kilograms on our final lift, while Mac aims to extend our records with the final attempts of 147 kg. For the combatants are dominant in the sport. Team Nigeria has long been a powerhouse in Paralympics, powerlifting, and athletics. At the Tokyo 2020 Paralympics, the country secured an impressive 10 medals, including 4 golds. And still on the world of sports, Super Eagles interim manager Augustin Eguava has announced that Nigerian Super Eagles are fully prepared to secure all 6 points in this month's 2025 African Cup of Nations qualifying matches against Benin Republic and Rwanda. The Eagles will face the Cheetahs of Benin Republic in Uyo tomorrow, 7th September, before traveling to Kigali for shutdown with Rwanda Amavibo 3 days later. Super Eagles will be seeking vengeance as 2 goals for Jordel Dosu and Steve Money cancel out of the Rafael Onyedika's 27th minute opener to condemn Nigerians to shocking 2-1 defeat in their 2026 World Cup qualifier in June. African players of the tournament, Williams Ekins returns to the team, as well as reigning African Footballer of the Year Victor Sime, along with defender Olaina and star forward Moses Simon, and 4 players missed the 2 FIFA World Cup qualifying matches in June due to injury. Saturday's match will kick off at 5 p.m. inside the Godwill Papio Stadium. With that, we have come to the end of the news across the world, but before we go, here is the recap of the major highlights. President Tinubu said he is ready to take hard decisions to move Nigeria forward. Education Minister denies stopping under 18 students from writing WAEC NECO. Nigerian Education's Loan Fund disburses funds to 40 additional institutions. On the foreign scene, Pakistan's Shanatra sworn in as the Thailand Prime Minister. Moving on to the world of business, Dangote patrols to flood market from September 15 as market forces to determine the price. U.S. rapper Rich Omi Combs dies at 33. And lastly on sports, Onyechi Kachi marks wins Nigerian first gold medal at the ongoing Paralympics. Now, do you know on this day in 1980, the Nigerian boxer Samuel Peter, who is the first and the only African to win world heavyweight boxing title, was born. For news coverage and information about happenings around you, kindly contact the newsroom on this number 0916 062 7526. The news across the world was edited by Biodu Akiwumi and read to you by Precious Afolabi. Many thanks for listening.
For up-to-date news reported across the globe, be rest assured you're on the right radio dial. Diamond 88.7 FM Ilorin, your shining supreme station.
In the finest city of Ilorin lies a secret.
Diamonds 88.7 FM.
Radio like no other.
88.7 FM. Diamond.
Tune in and discover these flavors. Simply relax.